Timmy needs some excitement in his life. Look at the boy. Boom! Wonderful. Careful there. Stuff. Now we can buy a nice new pair of pants. Alright, Timmy, you can do this. Sounds like seeing right out of Mirror's Edge, because I, for some reason, just can't stop referencing things. Boom! Ah! I actually thought I would have made that. I was doubtful I would make it before I made the jump, but it actually looked like I was going to make it. I tried it. Oh well. Since we just about picked up everything here, I think I'll go to the trouble of picking up the coins I just saw I missed here. The crowns. Nice jump. I think that brought us back closer to where we want to be anyways, though. Vaguely. I really wish I could upgrade Timmy's run again. I do appreciate it lasts some amount of time, is it? Or I want to be actually. It lasts some amount of time. It's definitely longer than it used to be, but I keep finding myself wanting to use it for longer. So we have such long straightaway sections like this one where I'm just walking. At least when I'm not running. Anyways, up we go. But once I'm close to it. Falls right back to sleep somehow. So I'm not really sure what the idea of these things is, but okay. No! Good, I can walk up that. Alright, final throw of the level, I'd imagine. And then we get on the boat. So this game really seems to like, so far, the idea of a central area that branches out. It's still kind of linear.
Don't forget to use your klaxon. The sleepers must awaken.
At least temporarily.
Must ignore all the weirdness. I've got to shock my dad's brain into useful boat improving activity.
And this seems decidedly less weird. This just looks like a normal Yankogani show, even the high rise. I guess it's a little bit less dense than Kogani show usually is. Again, I don't know what it's me referencing or anything. Why is it thinking about school? Interesting. Can I really? Why can't I grab that ledge? Oh, that's different. Somehow I can't just rivet the pants, but oh well. Stuff. Frog! Frog. Alright, so now the idea is just to bring that moth up here, I guess. I feel like something's shooting something at me now. No. The idea is we want to wake this thing up. It'll actually stay up for a bit this time, which is nice. I don't think the light bulb thing makes much sense when we're out in nearly daylight, but whatever.
Dinner time, Mrs. Moore.
No wax back there. More things I can use up lights.
That toolbox thing is asleep. Stand on it, then klaxon it. It's kind of like waking up your parents on Saturday morning.
Not really sure what kind of parents you had, Cosmo, but okay. But I get the idea. Get some rest for a second first. Okay. Good job. I like how they have a little socket in there. Just to stick their tails out of. Hello. I feel like I might have been able to make that without the klaxon. I might be wrong. It's that trophy again. Usually they didn't even make any mention of the trophy earlier. When we saw it, you know, there was a whole room dedicated to it.
Pincers!
Boom!
Wait, it's nippy! Pincers!
Boom! Beautiful dodge. Hey. Dad, question mark. Do you say, like, secretly the Riddler? Why can't I stop thinking about things that aren't Fairly Odd Parents? Like, even things I have, like, no familiarity with.
Jump up, Klaxon! Fly! Oh, it's a technological marvel!
I'm a
You got
marble.
enough shoes? At
No,
least
I
your
want.
dad
I do have better
keeps his
shoes.
mental shed clean. I wonder
Need
what
pants,
my
though.
deep dreams are like. Sometimes I dream of my nickel Phillip. Have you got enough
Well, we had a
shoes?
reference to the show that I appreciate.
Where's all the swarf? I like swarf. I wonder what my deep dreams are like. Sometimes I dream of my nickel Phillip.
Ow.
Have you got enough shoes? At least your dad keeps his mental
I feel like I
shed
missed one of
clean.
Cosmo's lines. Because I just wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure what it was. Probably because I missed it. This feels like the Pianta sec. What is with me? I can't stop talking about things that aren't this game. It feels like the Pianta sec, or the portion of Super Mario Sunshine where you have a bunch of Piantas throwing you across platforms. Beautiful landing. Shouldn't be that many crowns left, should there be? Also, this is seriously the least weird area. And it's the only one that Tim, he really talks about finding weird. Excuse me. Okay. Pretty sure that these things are always just the same metal set piece. There's actually at least two, maybe only two, designs for those metal things you can take apart. Suit. Break these things. I was saying these things are obsolete, but apparently not. There's the suit. Might as well refill first on a rivet since we might need more later. You'd think though we'd at least have like a... You only have a few more crowns left to pick up message sometime soon, if we're actually close to getting all of them, which I'd like to think we are. Just to see what happens when you get all of them, which might very well be nothing, kind of like the stickers, it seems like. I'm curious if I missed those stickers actually in the previous level. Oh well. I feel like I was pretty thorough. What's the dramatic music all of a sudden? Oh, whoops. I was thinking to myself, I feel like there should be some kind of, like, timed element here that I'm missing. It feels weird that I can just calmly waltz on over here. I was in fact missing a time portion. Careful there, don't hit your face on that button. There we go. We should be close to finishing this area now, I think. I'd like to...
Klaxon burp. Doesn't your dad have enough tools? This is your dad's dream shed. Cool.
I don't want to finish this episode.
I feel as though I should be wearing safety goggles.
It's just like that's just a freestanding structure that reminds me of Boom Block. Speaking of more things that I get reminded of. I'm not doing this on purpose, by the way. Just occurring to my mind. I managed to aim myself over there. But after this episode, I'm cutting the recording, or I'm stopping recording for the night, so I want to get some closure. I want to finish this. I didn't buy those pants yet for some reason. I guess I forgot. Yeah! Awesome! It's a very diabolical machine. Light bulb. Okay. What's that in here? So to open the door first? Give me your crowns. So I guess we can turn this thing on, at the very least. We can use this platform to do kind of nothing. I don't feel like it serves any purpose. Well, it's obvious to me yet, at least. Accidentally dived instead of dashing. Dive and dash. That was a Nick Arcade game, wasn't it? Actually, I don't think I was looking at playing that. SpongeBob Dine and Dash. I think that's what it was called. I think it was. I don't know if I'd be able to get my hands on it if I wanted to, though. Those Nick Arcade games are real hard to find. I only barely managed to get a hold of so Upstate's Krusty Krab or whatever it was called. Oh!
And on tonight's menu, post clothes. They're yummy.
Beautiful. That's what I get for not doing my recon work first, up ahead.
You have nearly all the crowns here. Plenty to go.
Plenty to go, but where? Look at those 20B. I have a feeling I might not find them all. This is just like with the last level.
The boat's finished. That's much better. But we need fuel. Head for that Cortex portal-y thingy.
And now Cortex looks like it could crash. Thanks, elevator. It's weird how sometimes you see what looks like a cutscene camera, but you actually have full control of yourself. Yeah, I don't imagine that I'll be finding any more stuff to pick up after the next area, but I managed to find everything except for 20 crowns. I don't think there would be any more crowns after this boat. I'll do the boat whatever thing, whatever the boat entails, this episode, just in this episode with finishing this level. You know, it'll make this episode a little long. And also, pants, please.
Attack harder and further when you bounce.
Harder would also be nice.
This'll help you find wish stars.
I don't want it. I'll save up for the other stuff that might be cooler. Okay. Jeez! Okay.
Okay. So we need to power the boat with fuel?
Something about the setup of this area and having the vehicle there that is there but not accessible or useful yet, and then we're gonna ride it to what might be a boss fight. It reminds me of the second mission of Link's 2. In the dark part of in the dark part of the half and half world. Can I flip a coin? I don't have any coins. What do I have to flip? I have a controller, but I don't think I should flip a controller. Well, I have a remote control. Heads Cosmo, tails Wanda. Tails. Lana gets to go. She has the bigger crown anyways. So she's obviously more appropriate. Excuse me? Oh, she doesn't have upgraded health. Maybe they have to press start. There's suddenly a different gameplay. Hold up a second here. I'm missing some stuff here, if you would please. This is... It's like Finding Nemo. Permanently missable stuff. I know I haven't. That is completely intentional. You need to use the controls first. Because up and down are inverted, which is messing me up. Not invert camera. I can't change other things to invert here though. That's annoying. I don't even know what my preference is for like inverted controls. I just didn't expect it to be inverted on the vertical axis and not on the horizontal. I think that's the thing. I think I'm alright with being inverted on both, but not only one axis. It messes with my head if it's only inverted on one axis. I feel like she should say something or at least like flinch or something if I take damage. Instead, I think I just get like some really gentle controller rumble or something like that. It's a little hard to perceive depth here, by the way. Like, really hard to perceive depth. No! I can shoot stuff. I don't know what shooting really does. No, I don't want to. Yes. I want to get that last. There was in fact one last section for picking up. The last. I'll pick up. Yeah, I didn't even realize I was doing it this time. We were talking about other things. This time talking about, excuse me, okay. Interesting. Now I can see what we can turn stuff into, too, I guess, which I just wasn't doing before because I didn't feel much reason to. I can get through this without hitting stuff just fine. It doesn't even seem to make much difference who you're playing as in that they don't say anything. But yeah, I'm reminded of the Finding Nemo game, which was really nice in some ways, but the worst thing about it was one of those games that was completely different if you tried to 100% it. Because in every level you had to find... And finding some collectibles wasn't too bad, but the game was very largely comprised of sections like this. And instead of picking up coins or whatever, you had to go, or you'd go through rings. And getting all the rings on every level was such a massive pain. At least you can deliberately speed up on some of these areas. I wonder if you could slow down. If you had to rush through an area, that wasn't too hard. And you can watch my playthrough of that if you want to see what I'm talking about. But anyways. So I guess there's just no real acknowledgement of that. Hey, at least in that game, if you unlocked everything, if you 100% in the game, you actually got a little... This is a pretty small reward. You got a little bonus area you could access that just had some stuff to play with. Not even particularly cool stuff. A giant robot. Instead of a giant stone golem like we fought in Blinks 2. Yeah, that's actually a pretty amusing parallel to Blinks 2. This here. Riding this to the boss.
We made it to the giant robot!
If we destroy it, Dad'll wake up. So how do we do that?
How do you know that?
I was hoping you'd have a plan. Me too!
Luckily, it hasn't seen us yet.
Security alert process initiated. Scanning. Tiny life forms detected. Subroutine activated. Source code stomp. Initiating stomp module. Destroy tiny life forms.
Run!
Like, sounds vaguely like that's a heck of a. What are these controls?
That's generous. Maybe Timmy's dad wants to be wakened up.
Let me just. I was wondering if I could grab the ledge. Apparently not. It doesn't let you read the whole section though, like with Vicky. The last game. I was actually kind of hoping it would. Well, I guess everything just loops. And I have to do damage to it that way.
Is this your dad's idea of a good breed?
Now what's going on back there, boy? Oh, there you go.
Oh no! That's what a stomp subroutine.
Ridiculously large. There we go. Shockwaves?
Got him. That worked.
Damage report.
Ow.
Ouch.
Ow, me too. Although the headless part reminds me a little bit more of the Sandy robot from Alchemy Bottom. Oh, wrong button.
When will the hurting stop? All this for a cup of sugar? When will the hurting stop?
I appreciate. Okay, that thing just exploded before I can reach it.
It was mine. All this for a cup of sugar?
Seriously, though, this shockwave is too big. It's ridiculous. Why is the shockwave that big? Also, something's weird about controlling the running while you're in this mode. It doesn't control the same. Like, normally, like, it to me just runs whatever direction I move. Like, I'm holding down now. But the running functions a bit differently somehow. It turns relative for some reason. It's like suddenly tank controls almost. Hold up a second.
Unit sustaining damage.
It sounds vaguely like Timmy's dad for some reason. Now the laser reminds me of King Nectar fight back in SpongeBob movie. I was in the middle of shooting it. Almost. It's really hard steering this. I feel like I might just get back up once I land one more hit on him. Well, there was supposed to be dialogue there, apparently. Also, high laser. Oh, okay, he also hit me at that same moment. Interesting. Excuse me?
This is a really bad dream. Oh no! That's what a stomp subroutine does.
Okay, now that his shockwaves are just so big that I can't actually reach him. I can't actually hit the button. So I could just produce a giant force field around himself. With any reasonable shockwave. Whoa, what? Oh, so we're going way over time now. Oh well. What was the idea there? Ah! See, I don't know what the penalty is to me running out of health. At all. Other than me having to respawn, I guess, but that happens if I, for instance, fall in a hole anyways. He still manages to hit me.
Damage report. Ouch.
There we go. Jeez. Interesting music.
How many times have I told you not to break my giant robot inventions into 1,000 pieces?
Come on, Dad.
How many
It's
times have I
not
told you
that
to stop
bad.
smiling when you're angry?
Ego in turmoil must wake up.
They just never... There we go, that song is not a smile.
Dad?
I just had the strangest dream. You were there, Timmy, and you were a very naughty figment of my overstressed imagination.
Dad,
Or what?
I need the sugar from your robot.
What does your life even entail?
Oh, you like it, huh? It's the next inevitable phase in essential technology for very lazy people. Voice-activated remote control robots. You command it using the code words.
Which are...
It's like,
Give me some sugar, baby.
well, voice assistants are in fact a thing today. This game has aged wonderfully. Yeah, since the sugar is still here, I'm guessing we're going to
I'm
get
going to my
the
den
egg
to
back
sulk and
too
have a
somehow.
tantrum. But do as I say, not as I do.
Because of the Phoenix thing.
Your dad sure loved his robot.
I had to traumatize him, but I got the pixie sugar.
And where parents are concerned, it's getting what you want that counts.
Okay, well, I'll call that good. I think that's enough for the time being. I'll see you guys next time, in the next episode. Let's play for the OddParents Shadow Showdown. Also, that's not actually what time it is. I don't know why it says that's what time it is. Bye, everyone.
Well, I sure feel more relaxed. How about you, Timmy? Want a back rub?
I almost forgot that
Is this a slip, slide, snow world? Nope, just static.
I nearly forgot to have them appear here. Darn it.
Don't forget, you can return to previous adventures for fun and profit.
You were trying my patience?
Is this a slip, slide, snow world? Nope, just static.
If we don't do something, you'll miss Crash Nebula.
Oh no, I saw that line earlier. Anyways. Huh. I wonder how they do that effect. When you pause, how the music slows down? Is it just a sound effect? It feels like it always fits. I don't know. It's really smooth. Either way, if you re-pause again really quickly, for instance, I don't know. It's like a weird, interesting dynamic sound effect or something. Whatever it is, it's cool. I like it. There's some polish in this game. In all seriousness, it's cool.